In this, the final episode of Wild Carpathia, we'll discover how the snow and ice transforms the land from a collage of colour to a sepia study of barren beauty. We'll take you in search of the lost and secret places and bring you closer to Romania's fragile flora and fauna than ever before. So join us for one last journey through Saxon streets, and ancient wooden villages, through forests, past thermal waterfalls and steaming springs, from the hills of Harghita to the peaks of the Carpathians. Along the way, we will meet a unique cast of characters, fighting to preserve this country's priceless treasures. And we'll demonstrate, once again, why protecting and celebrating these wild habitats and historic landscapes could ensure a sustainable future for all.
Bine v-am găsit, bineînțeles, alături de prietenul meu, Charlie Ottley, care, uite, a lansat și la Brașov, pe lângă București, de la București a fost fantastic, o să fie și la Brașov fantastic. Numărul 5, number 5, hello, and welcome.
It's good to see you.
Brasov,
Thank you.
the beautiful city, yeah?
Well, absolutely, but I have the benefit of being here a lot, so it's not really a coming back for me. I've never really left, you know?
No, nobody know that.
I know, I spend more than 6 months a year in this area, so, you know, I love being here, it's beautiful. But it's been very nice putting it on camera again, you know, and filming in the winter.
And the project? It's okay, yeah? It's finished, the trailer, it's on the YouTube. It's growing.
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm very happy we've already had over 100,000 people look at the trailer. It went well on TV1 on Thursday. We had a very, very successful launch with a lot of people turning up, a lot of TV crews, a lot of celebrities, musicians, people who are interested in what we do.
You do very, very, very good.
Well, it's very gratifying for you to hear that, you know. But you know, it's something I think we're very proud of because you know we've done 4 of these programs, documentaries. This is the last one, and it's my chance to show the winter and to show why Romania is a fabulous tourist destination,
Incredible,
all year round, and that people should consider coming here in the winter months as well. It's not too cold. You've got skiing, you've got events, you've got festivals, you've got things like dog sledding, you know, you've got wonderful hot springs you can sit in. Even if it's minus 20, you can be up to your neck in hot water. So there's lots of beautiful things to see and places to explore, and you see a totally different side of this country during the winter. So we wanted to capture that and give people a portrait of the Romanian winter. And this is what I think we've done.
You done very, very good, and the first time I want to mulțumesc in Romania for become the Grupul Iubim Brasovul. It's the promoter of this one, and you are our friends. You are you came here and we discussed 3 years ago. Yeah. And the project, and we put all the things like that. And give me some free details. Mm-hmm. Very pleasure for the when you make the film. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the free things negative.
Okay. For me,
the hilarious is better.
The 3 most incredible things for me when we were filming was the warmth and hospitality of the people that we work with, the help we received from everybody we met, wherever we went. Yeah. So on the Maramuresh, volunteers, people being on camera, talking.
Here in this county?
I'll get to that in a minute, but Christmas in the Maramuresh was a beautiful thing to see and amazing. And then in the Brasov County and in Transylvania, the same, la fel. We travelled all across Harghita County as well, and people there were fantastic. I think one of the most beautiful things I've seen this time round was to see the sunset from the top of Harghita Madoraș, with all the secular monuments up there and the crosses, and they're all beautifully carved, and they have ribbons and all sorts of things hanging from them, and it looked a bit like an Indian burial ground. It was amazing, you know. It was so weird to find this on the top of a mountain, but then you've got this 360-degree view. You can see Rodna, you can see Chaclau, you can see Rodna, Chaclau, the Apusen hills in the distance. You can see Buceci, and all around this area, you know, they're all poking up out of the mist, and it looks like a sea of islands. You know, you just with the sunset coming across the clouds as it was setting was just beautiful. It was the most hypnotic thing, and for me that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life, let alone just here in Romania. So that was fantastic. And then obviously, you know, the area here, Brasov, I love. You know, we filmed snow kiting in Sănaia. We filmed skiing in Poiana Brasov. We went to a lot of places, churches, you know, Prejme, for example, which I'd never been to, and was quite astounding to see such a well-preserved medieval fortress, a monastery, church in one, and to walk down that incredibly long tunnel that goes in, you know, 100-foot tunnel through these huge walls, and see so much history. So I was blown away by that, and also blown away by seeing so much wildlife as well in the wintertime. You know, we have lynx on a kill, we have wolves, we have bears, we have
you see all.
Yeah, we've captured more wildlife in this episode than we've ever managed to do before.
Okay, the three things hilarious, but not negative, because it's not some beautiful.
No, okay.
The piquanteries like that.
Well, I think for me,
with the team.
Yeah, I mean, getting stuck in Apusen while we were trying to film this waterfall in the duster, having tried to get up a logging track in deep snow, I pushed the duster to its limits. And it was pretty,
you have the power button.
It was
not
pretty. It was pretty good. I love dusters. I think they're great cars, and I really enjoy driving them. And you know, they're easy to fix as well, and they're not too expensive, and they're quite good in the snow. But I did find this one place where we slid into really deep snow off the side of the track, and we were there, and we were so far away from help, and there was no mobile phone signal. So, and it was about minus...
No internet, no Wi-Fi.
No, and it was about minus 15. And, you know, just by chance, some hikers came past. And without them, we wouldn't have been able to get the car out. And we might have been stuck there for 24 hours. Which could have been a problem.
Problem, yeah.
Yeah, a problem. A little puțin problem. So that was a bit scary and funny at the same time. Also, taking off my clothes and jumping into a hot spring in the middle of the snow was hilarious and freezing. We found a hot spring in the Kaliman National Park, which no one knows about, and I was able to locate it. We walked along railway siding for a bit, and we followed a track to this little pond, and you could see the hot water bubbling up through the floor, and all the snow had melted around it, but then, you know, you had to get through the snow to get to it. So there I was, walking through the snow in my underpants to get into the hot spring, and then lowering yourself into this beautiful warm water was what an incredible experience.
Beautiful thing.
And funny. Other problems? Well, we haven't had many problems. We've had the drone nearly fall out of the sky because it got so cold. We've had the cameras freeze on us a couple of times. We've had to get the camera fixed 3 times, you know, because it just got too cold or dust got in it or something. And so we've had to stop filming and rush to Bucharest to fix the kit and come back. But, you know, aside from the usual sort of things like that, we've been very lucky. And we've had snow. We've had snow all year, all winter long. You know, that was the main.
The Gandhi say, you film, you want to be snow, yeah?
Yeah, we had the snow, and we really had the snow right up till April. So there was very few days. There were a handful of days where we couldn't film. You know, because somewhere it was white. You know, we followed the weather a little bit, but so the whole film is White Carpathia until we get to the spring, where you've got a few shots, and then you've got the ghiocce, the white of the snowdrops, to replace the white of the snow, and we finish with the snowdrops. So you know, it's beautiful.
It's incredible.
It's very beautiful. I'm very happy.
The team.
Yeah.
Tell me about your team, because you have a great team.
My team
You are not a lot, but you are a great team.
My team, fantastic. Well, it's my partner and assistant producer and camerawoman and translator and location manager. She's the same person, by the way.
Yeah, very good. It's a Romanian style.
One of me, hi. And then
we salute, because it's now it's filming. You can come here. You can come 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Say hello.
Hello.
This is one of my friends, and she's a beautiful girl.
Hey.
It's okay?
It's okay, everything good. We are very happy that we've managed to have the best movie ever, and we are waiting for all of you in Piața Sfatului in Brașov, sâmbătă.
Okay, very good. I want to tell that. Thank you very good. Thank you very much, Ioana.
Also Andrew, who was our cameraman, and he was doing the close-up shots, and Juana was doing the wide shots, and I was doing the aerial shots. And we have the nature shots. I was doing the nature shots with a zoom lens, with a long lens. But we also were able to recruit local people who were nature enthusiasts or rangers or ex-hunters who become conservationists, who are now stalking animals with a camera and getting beautiful footage. And they very kindly allowed us to use some of their footage, because rather than having a camera crew that don't know where the animals are and make lots of noise and wear lots of aftershave and come from London and scare all the animals away and don't get any footage at all, we decided to use the local people who are the experts,
who knows all
exactly
the
where the locations are, and just make sure that they were able to film it how we wanted it. So if we had to say, for example, in some cases, just pan and then lock the camera off. Don't change shot in the middle, let the animal walk out of the shot, don't follow it too much. These are the basic things that if they do that, then we can use the footage. So this enabled us to have a team of camera people, wildlife cameramen, out there in the wild, and that's enabled us, that's the way that we've managed to get such incredible shots and get such beautiful nature shots in the program.
And the trailer is beautiful. And tell me, it's hard to make. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The beautiful Wild Carpathia.
It's not hard. It's the last thing I can do really for Wild Carpathia. And I'll tell you why. Because we've done every geographical area. We've done the west, the east, the north, and the southern Carpathians. We've done the spring. We've done the summer. We've done the wonderful, beautiful colours of the autumn, the golds and the reds. So we've done every time of year and we've done every area except the winter. So this White Carpathia is something I've wanted to make for a few years now, but we haven't had the right weather conditions to do it. So this last year it was snowy and it stayed snowy, and we were able to nail that show. So it's the final one I can do. I don't think there's anything else that we haven't touched. So from now on we look at maybe other projects.
Probably in the
square, in the square on Saturday night at starting 6:30. We'll have a concert with Mihai Toma, who is a fantastic musician. He'll be rocking the square, and then we start the film about 7:10, 7:15. Okay, so people should be there by 7. And we have speeches. The mayor is going to say something. I'm going to say something.
Of course.
Question and answer from people if there's a chance, a time for us to do that. And then we're going to show the whole film. and people will see it on a big screen. And we hope lots of people are going to come. We really want everyone.
Thank you. You want to come in the square in the Piazza Sfate to make this?
Well, we want to meet our viewers, and we'd love to see everyone there. We'll be around. People can come and say hello, but also we're inviting the whole of Romania to come. Obviously, this is hosted by Brașov City, who have funded us and been fantastic, and they've helped us with our post-production.
We discussed to go there, and you discuss, and also he promotes you, and it's very nice.
I mean, we couldn't
and the Agenția Metropolitană also, it's okay.
Of course, and we couldn't have done this film without their help. So that's why it's a film for Brașov. The people of Brașov first, but also it's for anyone else in across the country or the world who wants to be in the central square in Brașov at 7 p.m. this Saturday.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. And the last question is, of course, for you and for your team. Why you love Brașov? Why you love Brașov? Yeah, and / Romania.
Okay, well, I think you know why I love Romania. I think it's the last unspoiled part of Europe with fantastic patrimony, incredible monuments, and beautiful wilderness, and 2/3 of Europe's large carnivores, and biodiversity that's off the charts and like nowhere else in the whole of Europe. It's under threat, though. In 20 years' time, if we don't do something, those things may be lost. We may not have all these incredible bears and wolves and lynx. We may not have the habitat for them to live in because the forest has been cut down at nearly 3 hectares an hour. We may not have these beautiful monuments like the Imperial Spa and Bailey Herculani because it'll have fallen down because there's no investment from the government to try to save Romania's monuments and its endangered patrimony. We have castles on the verge of falling down like Racoș. We have places, in Dobrogea, like our Gamum fortress that is getting dug up and people are stealing from it. So we really need to invest in the patrimony to preserve, protect, sustainably manage and promote. Those are the things that are necessary. Now, bring it down to Brașov itself. I mean, Brașov is a wonderful microcosm of Greater Romania. You've got fantastic patrimony, but it's being looked after. Okay, you've got buildings that are being preserved and they're being restored and protected. You have sustainable tourism that's going on here. You have a national park that's right on the edge of the city. So you step out of the old town and into the forest, and it's full of bears. I mean, it's amazing. Never do you find a place in the world where you have wilderness quite so close to human habitation and a thriving, bustling city with a historic old town. So that makes it unique and very special. You've got the art scene, you've got the music scene, you've got culture, you've got fantastic restaurants, you've got great food, you've got a big cultural mix, which always allows for lots of different events and lots of festivals and lots of things going on. So Brașov is a hub and a gateway, if you like, to Transylvania, and it's one of the first places that most tourists come to when they get off the plane and they drive from Otopeni. They come here and they stay in Brașov, and they use Brașov as a base camp from which to explore the rest of Romania or the rest of Transylvania. So this is why I love it, and from here you can see so many national parks, you go to so many beautiful places, and they're right on the doorstep. So it's a really, really good place to from as a lens from which to view Greater Transylvania and Romania.
Thank you for all, and thank you to you, because we are friends, and I stay a little interview because you are in hurry all the time, because there are a lot of friends to see you, and Grupul Iubim Brasovul, I thank you for all, and for you are ambassador of us, and that is for us a pleasure.
Thank you. Well, I very much hope to meet as many people as can come on Saturday. Come and join us. Come and meet us. Come and be part of the whole thing, and come and watch our film. And please tell your friends and let everybody know, because we want to fill the square with people. It's the last one. We've been doing this for 8 years, and it's a summary of all the Wild Carpathias we've ever made. So please come and share this final moment with us. Thank you.
We love Wild Carpathia, and also we love Brașov.
Many thanks. We do. See you.
In this, the final episode of Wild Carpathia, we'll discover how the snow and ice transforms the land from a collage of colour to a sepia study of barren beauty. We'll take you in search of the lost and secret places and bring you closer to Romania's fragile flora and fauna than ever before. So join us for one last journey through Saxon streets, and ancient wooden villages, through forests, past thermal waterfalls and steaming springs, from the hills of Harghita to the peaks of the Carpathians. Along the way, we will meet a unique cast of characters, fighting to preserve this country's priceless treasures, and will demonstrate once again why protecting and celebrating these wild habitats and historic landscapes could ensure a sustainable future for all.